Hello, everyone. I feel like I should have said hello, everyone, with my British accent. Hello and welcome to, well, it's not Young Living Introduction Friday since it's Saturday, so let's say Introduction Saturday. Hi, everyone. So today, as I've announced in my stories, I decided to talk about the business. If you're here only for the oils, for mental health and all of that stuff, and you're not interested in all of this, then just skip this video. And all of that content will be back soon. But if you are, then I'm glad you're here and thanks for watching. So today I decided to talk about the business side of Young Living, but also talk about the MLM kind of work, which means multi-level marketing kind of work in general. So yeah, it's been on my mind for a while. I had a lot of conversations about it with a lot of you, and I thought it's just appropriate to make a video and to explain everything the best that I can. I am at my table because I wrote like a list of things that I really want to say so I don't forget. So I'm very professional today when we're talking about business, right? I hope this phone doesn't fall. So yeah. I want to start with my story, of course, and that started about a year ago. Now it's a year ago when I started thinking about having an online side job. The first thing I had to do actually was just like work with my mindset and accept that having a side job as another source of income doesn't make me less of an artist, which I'm very grateful to Living Opera, Sula, and Norman. If you're not following them, go follow them, especially if you're a singer, because they're amazing in the work that they do. And they talk a lot about like if you're an artist and you have another source of income that doesn't make you less of an artist, that's actually very good and necessary. I'm very, very blessed and grateful that I have incredible parents who support all of my endeavors and who support my travelings and my auditions and all of that. But being a freelancer and also, being a freelancer as an actress and taking care of our theater, so it has a lot of sacrifice, and I just wanted to be able to pay for my travels and kind of bring in the money as well. So I started looking for an online job because I wanted to continue traveling and I wanted to continue auditioning and working as an actress, as a singer. So having a steady side job was not an option for me. So online job was something I started looking into. And I stumbled upon not Young Living. I stumbled upon another company that and they invited me to come to their 3-day education about the way they work. And that's when first time I was encountered with multi-level marketing. And I went to that education for 3 days and I was on the verge of saying yes. But then I decided to just do more research and make sure I know what I'm saying yes to. And that's when I became familiar with multi-level marketing, with the pyramid schemes, with all of that. And I realized that that company that I initially wanted to work for, that was definitely on the verge of being a scheme. And that's when Young Living came into my life and I fell in love with the products. I fell in love with the oils. Oh, sorry, my sound is on. I fell in love with the oils and I wanted the oils, and I realized that there is a business opportunity there as well. And I was very, very cautious because I didn't want to go into something that wasn't legit. And I was very afraid of going, because I read a lot about the pyramid schemes and multi-level marketing, and I watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and I was very prejudiced and very afraid. And so I asked hundreds of questions, and I Googled a lot and read a lot about it. And then I made my decision to jump in, and now I'm very, very glad I did. But when I decided to jump in, a lot of my friends and colleagues and a lot of people that actually haven't heard from in a while had the need, they wrote to me and said like, Buga, don't go into that. That's dangerous. Multi-level marketing is a scheme. Don't do that, and all of that. But because I did my research and I was very sure in my decision, and I still stand by it, I said like, don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. And so because I had a lot of questions from you guys about the business side, and I talked with some of you about it, I decided to really talk in general about multi-level marketing, about this work, and why I'm happy working for Young Living, and why it's not every multi-level marketing company is the same. So for me, the most important thing, the first important thing was that there is a product. And that's the number one thing you have to ask if you want to go into a multi-level marketing firm. You have to see if there's a product. For example, the first company that I went to education for, they talked, so the education was 3 days, and we talked about the product for like 40 minutes in 3 days, like 9-hour education. And that was already, a bit wearisome to me, especially because I saw the product and it was not something I would use. It was not something I liked. So you have to like what you're, selling and talking about. So that for me was number one, that Young Living has a product that I adore. I really, really do. Like if there was no job for Young Living, I would be buying Young Living's products because I love them. I love all of it. So that was number one for me, that I really just wanted the products, even if there was no job. And then the number two is that it was important for me that people can buy the products without having to work, because there are multi-level marketing MLMs, let's call them. There are MLMs that require you, like, if you want the product, you have to work for the company. And that was a no-no for me. I didn't want that. So I decided, like, I don't want to work for a firm like that. And in Young Living, that's amazing that you can just enjoy the product. You don't have to have anything to do with the firm. It's just a regular web shop for you if you don't want to have anything to do with the business. And if you do, there are a lot of opportunities. And that was very important to me, that I can just talk about the product. And if I don't want to, I never have to talk about the business opportunity ever, which I do want to talk about it because I think it's great and I'm very happy it exists and I think people deserve to know about it. But if I didn't want to, I wouldn't have to. I would still earn money. So that is a very important, I think that's like number one. If you're looking into multi-level marketing companies, that's the number one thing you should look for. If there's a product that and that's where your commissions come from. That's where your paycheck comes from. It doesn't come from having other people work for you. You don't get I don't know, that was the case in this other company, like 50 euros whenever somebody signs up. That's not how this works. So your money comes from commissions. And I love that every month I get my paycheck, like I get like a sheet of paper that says like, this cent came from here and this cent came from here. And it's so obvious. And afterwards, when you grow, you do get bonuses from the company for growing your business and for being a good leader. So you're getting a raise, like in every other company. You get a raise for being a good leader and doing your job, but you don't getting paid for, just because you sign someone up. You get paid from the product. That's like, I will repeat this 100 times, and that's the most important thing for me. Also, another important thing for me was that I don't have to buy a stash of product that's going to sit in my home, in my garage, that then I have to resell. So there are companies like that, like they tell you have to, that was another one, like red flag in this first company I went to education for. They were like, you have to invest like 800 euros of products. You have to buy all of those products that you're not going to use, but you're going to be reselling them from your home. Don't do that. Like, that's another red flag. If you have to buy like a lot of products that you're not going to use, that's a red flag. And so that's how you go into debt. And then you immediately have debt to the company and you have a lot of products that you have no idea what you're going to do with. So that's another red flag that you definitely have to be careful about. And I was very careful about. And that's another great thing about Young Living. You buy products for yourself. So you buy products every month. As I already said, you just relocate the budget that you would usually use in a normal shop. You relocate it to the products that you will use in your home and you use them for you. You don't stash products for anyone else. And if anyone tells you you have to, no, you don't have to. So that's definitely so coming to that, when you have someone pitching you a job in the multi-level marketing company, sometimes it's really clever to check how the company works and not only what this person is telling you. Because people will tell you a lot of things because they want this job to work. So they will sometimes do things that shouldn't be done in this job. So one of them is this, like, you have to buy a lot of products that you will resell in Young Living. That's not happening. It's not how it works. And it's just no. So if anybody tells you that for Young Living, you have a right to report them, actually. Which is another thing I love. Like, if you find like anyone working in a way that's not in regulative with the company, you can report them and they will be warned. And we had profiles blocked and a lot of stuff. So that's a really another important thing. Let me see what I really wanted to talk about as well. Yes. So the investment in Young Living is not like 800 euros or whatever you invest. As I see it, I invest basically 50 euros a month in my business, and then people are like, yeah, you still have to invest. Well, yeah, I mean, for my job as an opera singer, and everybody who is an opera singer will tell you this, I spend hundreds of euros just to get to an audition that I don't pass. And that's an investment in my job. There are competitions in the opera world that you have to pay 100 euros just for someone to click play on your YouTube video and then say, no, you're not accepted. And that's an investment in your job. If you're working in a regular company and you went to college for that, that was an investment in your job. This is something I'm not familiar with. Thank you, Lucia. This is something I'm not familiar with. I have to get to know the products that I'm talking about, and I'm learning on the way. So it's very clear to me I have to make an investment, and that investment is just the products that I'm using at home. So, and for me, and for a lot of people that I know, already in the first month, half of my investment was paid back because of the work. So I'm investing like 50 euros a month, which is really fine for me. And I love the products that I'm using. So yeah, it's an investment in the job, but actually it's investment in my health and my home. So I don't have a problem with that. And it's just kind of logical to me that you do have to invest something in the work that you do. I think, as I said, the opera singers will definitely understand that. So yeah, but the investment is not like 1,000 euros a month. And that's, I think, also very, very important. The one thing also is like, some of the people told me like, yeah, Buga, but you can go bankrupt. No, you can't. Like in this company, you can't. And if there is any chance that you can go bankrupt, run away. So with Young Living, there's no commitment. You spend money on what you want to spend it on. If you don't want to spend it anymore, you just stop. That's it. You just stop. There is no debt. There is no penalty. You don't want to buy the products, you just don't buy them anymore. It's like going to a shop and you say, I tried this product last month and I don't like it, so I'm not going to buy it. Okay. And that's it. So that's a really important thing. Like there are stories, and there are multi-level marketing companies that do this, where you, like, people really go into debt. And there's the worst thing that can happen in Young Living is that you will have a home full of beautiful products that you use. So that's it. And that was also a very important thing for me. And I really checked a lot of, that you don't spend loads of money for nothing. Another thing that's very, indicative of whether a company's a pyramid scheme or not is whether whether you can jump over the people that signed you up. And yes, you can. And we had that in our team. It happens a lot. For instance, I have one girl in my team, and if I work less than her, she'll earn more money than me. It's fair. You earn how much you work. So, and it's like that every month. It's like I can't just have 3 people work with me and I'm like, they're working, I don't have to do anything. No, like they're gonna earn money and I'm not. So I find it very fair, much actually fairer than some other normal companies. So that's also something you have to check, and I did, and that was also like tick, pass the test. And yeah, what really got me was that I heard this info that in Young Living, only like last year, 93% of people earned $1. Young Living, all of the members, only 93% earned only $1. Well, yeah. Why? Because all of the 100% of the members in Young Living, only 3% are working. So the math is not working. And that's what I love, as I already said. So there is no commitment to work wherever. You can treat this just like a regular web shop that gives you great product. And there you can start working, you can decide it's not for you, and you can just keep buying the product. Or you can just give up all in all. So there is a lot of people that are not working. And the most important thing for me is, like, if anyone ever tells you this is easy money, it's not. If anyone ever tells you I have a great business opportunity for you and you're going to earn a lot of money easily, they're lying, and run away from them. Because it's work. It's hard work, and you have to have patience, and you have to, it's not like in 1 month I'll be earning like, like that. It doesn't work like that. Like any other, it just doesn't. So, if you hear that from a lot of people from one company, then run. That's something that I love about this job as well, is you get a team, you're not alone, and you're taught all of those things. That was the first thing I was taught. Another first thing I was taught was, like, don't go into people's inboxes that you've never met and write to them, hey, I have a great product for you, or I have a great opportunity for you. Do you want to know more? Like, no, don't do that. And we don't do that. And that's forbidden. And, like, that's not how this work is done. And I hate that. And I work for an MLM company. So that's not also how this job is done. And we have a team that's really careful and teaches you and takes care that our team works in a very nice, good way. And that's another thing, is that you're not alone. You don't have to figure it out alone. It's not that, like, you're enrolled with me and then I'm like, good luck, find your way. Like, no. I'm here to help you and mentor you, and you have, like, a lot of other people, not just women, there are guys. A lot of people who will be there, who've done this before, who've paved the way for you, who have all of the materials, all of the ways paved, and you just have to follow it. And they will guide you and tell you, like, I got messages from my mentor, like, the first post I ever written, she was like, Buga, delete this and this is not, no. So you're not alone. It's not like, oh yeah, you bought something, bye. And that's also something to really check out. If you have a support team, if you have a community that you can join and that you will join and that will support you and help you grow. As I've shown you in my stories the other day, Andrea, who's in my team, ranked up, and I was so proud and so happy, and we did it together. It was mostly her work, but it made me so proud, and it makes you a leader. But we do it together, and all of this is done together, and our team is the best team in Europe. It is. But our team is just, it's so wonderful. And you're surrounded by incredible people and women who are hardworking and motivated. And they're not letting you, I'm not going to say it, but they're, like, there to support you, and they're going to call you out on your, forgive me, bullshit. And you find a great community who is really, they become friends and support team, and you're not alone, which is great. And you see in front of you people who are doing that you want to do, and they show you how to do it. For instance, last month, we had in Croatia the youngest gold in Europe, which means that Thea, who is 26 years old, is now earning around 4,500 euros a month. And she did that. And you have that, I talk to her, like, every day. It's not someone, like, a random person on the internet. No, I talk to her, like, at least a week. And now she's going to have a baby, so now we're letting her alone. But and she's telling you what to do. She's not like, I did that, bye, good luck. She's like, no, look, I did that, and that. Just do that. And, I'll be there to help you. How can we help you? So that's another really important thing, and why I'm really, really happy to be a part of this team. And yeah, just again, there is freedom. No one is going to take your credit card and say, like, I'm going to spend your $4,000 now. Like, that's not going to happen. If you see companies going to do that, just, like, run. It's not happening here, and that's what I'm really, really grateful for. This is a very big company, like all of the big MLM companies, yes. There you will find people who don't do the work that should be done, and then you're like, why are you doing this? And then people have prejudice and think, like, everybody's like this. no, it's not. They're just individuals who think that's the way to do this job, and they shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, educate yourself, ask questions. I hope I said everything. I really don't know anymore. Ask questions, educate yourself, but also don't be afraid. I was very afraid, and I'm kind of sorry I waited that long to jump in. But on the other hand, I'm not, because I'm so sure in my decision, and I'm like not worried at all. If you have any questions, any more questions about this, and multi-level marketing in general, but also Young Living's by business side, please write me a message. Feel free. You can also write in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer publicly. I have no secrets. We have no secrets. So yeah, I think I said everything. Thank you for watching. I didn't actually expect anyone to watch this live, but I see that there are people here, so thanks. Yeah, I hope I said everything. I think I'll probably be repeating this topic a bit more again after. And yeah, let me know if you have questions, and have a great weekend and a great night.